Now I'm going to start with another poem, a first poem. This one is called Non-Standard. When neurodivergency intersects with ethnicity, disability, gender and identity, the dynamic effects gave me cause to pause and reflect on how much has changed since way back when I lovingly clutched little cardboard cut magical words at home in a tin and asked for help deciphering. Tick, tick, tick. That's the sound of considering thoughts taking heed. It was not a would not, it was just a simply, I could not read. Age 5, waylaid on the way to school by Mike, taught to skive, steal and lie invites. If safeguarded, would I have paid carnage of time or even committed crime? Because now I see through the veil of county lines because I am not a young mind dazzled blind by false gold mines crossing obscure lines. And in hindsight and reflection, never questioning perceptions, innocently expecting acceptance, I realised I was failed by institutional rejection. And I questioned my first social worker. Did he really see me? Or just a young adult thug? Or did he fear getting it wrong? And I wonder whether the system recognises vulnerability of race-based trauma, of multi-ethnicity. Because sometimes I see flashbacks of race-based trauma, distress expressed, being deemed irrelevant because salient characteristics are missed, with assumptions on language, behaviour and abilities. And this intersects with responsibilities of affinities for the lost in the process of polarisation of non-typical and typical, being squeezed into descriptions and not seeing multifaceted prisms. Disabilities are stigmatised in communities, with generational blame and low diagnosis and access to support because of shame. The same are suspicious of authorities, attitudes lacking and not understanding BA and me. But maybe, with right address early, neurodivergence would not disproportionately be represented in custody. And maybe I would not have thought how different my walk rather than conform as others. And now, in middle age, I discover letters after my name, accolades and some acclaim. I claim, no plan do, no review, send assessment at any stage. Missed by a system until a sectioned, a crisis or encaged, because not acknowledging the entirety of BAME. Refrain from just seeing disorders and deficits of dyspraxia, dyslexia, autism, ADHD, but see neurodivergence, managing mental health courageously. See the picking up of racial bias, pretty difficult to articulate, being looked at a particular way and wanting to run away, rather than to truthfully explain. See honesty, see authenticity, see the deepest reaches inner parts of me, embracing words as a way to function, learning in a place, squeezing diamonds into prison cell shapes, with booms and shakes of cell doors closing, the quiet swish and a click of a pen when writing, in diaries rather than fighting. And it is proven, neurodivergence access more parts of the brain, but more places need to train awareness with visual prompts, and for literal thinkers, without written page, things vague remain. Obvious to me can be oblivious to you. Likewise construe, this goes out to many of us too, and I guess it's true in approaches to life. Walk past blindly, we leave the predictable. Yet the neural distinct genius within initiates myriad futures. However, unfortunately, there ain't no handbooks on etiquettes on how to behave or conform to considered norms. But strategies can be trained for when bright white light makes me drained, or when needing a switch-off breather to close hypervigilant eyes to prepare memory for the present of presence in a non-standard brain. Thank you. So, growing up without